Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
All right, well, today in your whacked out news, first story is kind of interesting for the sci-fi dorks out there. They say that NASA is fast-tracking plans to build a nuclear reactor on the moon. Now, they say this power plant's got to be able to generate 100 kilowatts and be ready by 2020. Now, they had an earlier plan at NASA for a 40 kilowatt reactor, which is enough to power about 30 homes. So this has got to be about double that. The reason why they can't do the solar power is because there are 14 days of darkness on the moon each month, preventing solar power from being the solution. And part of the goal is to get to the dark side of the moon. And this is a big part of the space race that is going on because China and Russia both have a joint plan to bring a nuclear reactor to the moon by 2035. So we want to get there by 2030. That is the plan. Rolls-Royce is also partnering with Britain to send their own nuclear reactor, which is going to be about the size of a car, to the moon by the early 2030s. So apparently whatever's going on with the space race, it has just kicked up to a whole new level. Will be interesting to see if we can live up to that lofty goal or not. Well, if you're looking for ultimate job perks, there's a company in Barcelona that may be the place that you want to work. Apparently, this company is allowing employees a daily 30-minute break to go and pleasure themselves. This is a Barcelona-based company that is run by Erica Lust, an adult film actress. She actually created a private place to go to reduce stress and boost productivity. Lust, which is her God-given name, believes that normalizing self-pleasure supports mental and physical health. And research supports this, linking regular acts of self-love to benefits like lower blood pressure, reduced stress, better pelvic health, and low prostate cancer risk.
I support it.
Okay. But at work?
Not at work. I missed that part of the story. I apologize. Yeah, let's not be doing this at work.
Yeah, well, there you go. I don't know if this is going to be one of those perks that's going to catch on, but apparently it's something. If you're looking for a place to go work, Barcelona, Spain might be your place.
Could you imagine going into work and just people are openly doing that? And it's.
Yeah, I'll be back. I'm heading to the masturbation station. Yeah, that'd be something. All right, Bob, I'll see you when you get back. That's kind of crazy, huh? Boy, they have had a lot of cocaine coming through South Florida every day this week. I think we've had a story. Now, keep in mind, we're only a Tuesday, but it is true. Every day this week, we've had a cocaine story.
And it's South Florida.
It's true. U.S. Coast Guard officials confirmed that nearly 5 tons of cocaine, valued at about $73 million, were offloaded at Port Everglades in Fort Lauderdale. The seizure came after an interdiction on June 24th, about 120 miles northwest of Ecuador. So they're in the global seas looking for the cocaine. There's a woman from Kentucky that got arrested at Disney World when her Goodies headache powder turned out to be meth.
Oh, boy.
Well, that's not headache powder. It'll give you a headache, maybe. An interesting name for this guy who got arrested in Nebraska last week after cops found him sitting on the floor of a public bathroom with his junk hanging out.
What's going on out there?
He also had a bag of meth on him. Last name Sinner.
Okay.
I think we had a story about a guy yesterday, except that guy had some adult toys that were littered all around him. There's a man in downtown Seattle right now that's offering firefighters a balloon of nitrous oxide known as a whippet. He had a weird little thing because he offered it to the firefighters like, nah, we're good, man. After they turned him down, he rammed their fire truck multiple times. Then he hit it again. Then he sped off. Then later that day, police spotted the same damaged car after a hit and run. Well, this guy's out of his mind.
You don't make good decisions after doing whippets?
He might be on more than just whippets. Witnesses said the driver tried to hit people and other cars. He took off, hit speeds of 85 miles an hour. The officers ended the chase, not wanting to harm anybody else. Nobody was hurt, and the guy is still on the loose. He got away completely.
How does that guy get away?
Away. He did all that stuff, and it just, no accountability. He's out living his best life.
You are pretty squirrely and hard to catch when you're all loaded up on meth.
Yeah, you would think, yeah. How crazy. Well, there's a Missouri state trooper that arrested 3 people over the weekend after they were allegedly found with multiple pounds of methamphetamine in their car. One of the women, they say in the report, had a glass smoking pipe, quote, inside her person.
So there's a theme going on in this whacked out news.
A lot of drugs.
A lot of meth.
A lot of people on drugs, meth. There's cocaine in here. There's whippets. We've covered a lot.
I never heard that term until I started watching a lot of body cam videos.
Okay.
But they always go, yes, we can smell it on your person. I never knew what that meant until it sounds weird to me.
Well, there's on her person and there's in her person.
Yes.
Which is where she had that pipe. There's a cop in Houston who was in trouble after she joked on TikTok that she'd be pulling more people over all because she didn't get laid. The caption that she put on her post said, "Didn't get cracked last night, so everyone be getting a ticket."
Oh, boy. Yeah.
I imagine she'll probably have a meeting with her supervisor today about that one. There's a law that just went into effect in Louisiana that bans drivers from driving below the speed limit in the left lane on highways.
It does cause problems.
They say that you can get cited or even jailed for being just 1 mile per hour under the limit.
Jailed? All right, let's calm down here.
Yeah, cited or even jailed. I imagine that would have to be a repeat offender or you got to have more things going on, but that's what they say. I thought Florida had something like that we had a move over law.
I thought we did too. I thought it was illegal to drive too slow.
Yet I still see the slowest people driving all the way in the fastest lane, and I've never seen anybody pulled over or anything like that for it. It's kind of crazy. Well, there's a 27-year-old woman in New Zealand who was charged with child neglect after a 2-year-old girl was found inside a suitcase in the luggage compartment of a bus. Nobody really knows why the child was in the suitcase. I don't know if she's trying to get free bus fare, and that's what she was doing, was smuggling the kid, but kind of an odd thing.
It doesn't come off suspicious.
You're right. What the heck, man? Well, there's a zoo in Denmark that is seeking donations of small pets to serve as food for its predatory animals. The zoo aims to mimic the natural food chain and ensure the welfare of proper nutrition of its carnivorous residents. The zoo explained that they will accept healthy animals such as guinea pigs, rabbits, and chickens that owners need to rehome. These donated pets will then be gently euthanized by trained staff before being used as food for the zoo's predator animals. The zoo emphasized that this practice allows them to maintain the animals' natural behaviors and well-being. But I mean, come on, how could you love a pet? Even if it is gently euthanized, I don't know about that.
I know.
I wonder how many people are going to take advantage of that. It just seems very twisted to me. Well, they say a 16-year-old in South Carolina is accused of body slamming a deputy who was breaking up a fight involving a group of teenagers at a mall.
Now, are we talking, Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant type of body slam?
Sounds like it, yeah. He probably picked him up and did kind of that throwing him over your hip kind of move would be my guess of what it is. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how I've seen on social media these fights where people come up and cops may be trying to arrest their friend, and then they start hitting and kicking the cops. I'm just like, wow, man, it's a different attitude out there.
Not going to go your way, I don't think.
Yeah, here is a police officer talking about the incident.
This young man here is 16 years old. He's at DJJ. If you don't want your child to go to DJJ and be charged, then you need to start teaching them at home and being a real parent and monitor your kids and know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm, no doubt about that. Boy, quite an alarming video. I don't know if Virginia flew through Atlanta, but at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, brown water fell from the ceiling.
Oh, no.
Now, they have not said exactly what that brown water is, but a lot of people said it smelled just like poop.
So. And that's I think we all know that smell pretty well.
Oh my gosh. You ought to see one guy, he's walking, all of a sudden the roof gives way and it goes whoosh, and he just turns right back around and goes where he came from.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's rough, huh? And something maybe Virginia might see. There's a tornado that hit an Italian beach while a giant water spout formed on the coast. It was kind of like one of those you ever seen that double water spout?
Oh, yeah.
It happened on a stretch of beach in Macaris, which is on the coast of North Rome, which is not far from where Virginia should be right now. So we'll see if she has any tornado videos. We'll check in with her social media, see what she's been posting, but she did make it safely. So she is in Italy for the wedding. We'll be gone all week. We'll be back with her on Monday.